Welcome to the Staffordshire Training Hub video to update GP practices in Staffordshire and Stoke-on-Trent of the new streamlined and simplified approvals process to host multi-professional learners. The aim of the NHS Long-Term Workforce Plan and People's Plan is to increase the number of doctors, nurses and additional healthcare professionals within primary care. As a result, this has led to the need for additional educators and learner placements within primary care practices. In order to meet the needs of multiple regulatory bodies and higher education institutes, and to avoid the duplication of different learner approvals for training practices, there has been a need for a single process to streamline the initial and ongoing quality assurance. Therefore, the current approval process for GP practices to become approved training practices, now also referred to as learning environments, is changing. The NHS England Workforce Training and Education Directorate has gained recognition and endorsement of the General Medical Council, Nursing Midwifery Council, the Health and Care Professions Council and the Council of Deans, for the streamlined and simplified process for approvals and ongoing quality assurance of learning environments. This new process is also supported by the NHS England Midlands Primary Care School and the Workforce Training and Education Quality Team. For some GP practices, taking on learners or increasing the number of learners can be problematic, for example, due to the lack of accommodation. However, under the new streamlined and simplified process, which follows the multi-professional NHS England's framework principles, it will now be possible to locally seek approval of learning environments as a group of GP practices within a primary care network, thus allowing the sharing of resources and estates for multi-professional learners. It is important to note the approval of educators is not currently within the scope of this process. To support and facilitate this process, each training hub has appointed a multi-professional education quality lead. At the Staffordshire Training Hub, this is Dr. Catherine Harris. The role of the multi-professional education quality lead is to support and guide learning environments with the multidisciplinary assessment application process. If you are already an approved training practice that is a learning environment, but wish to seek approval to host additional multi-professional learners, a short desktop review may only be required and can be undertaken by the Staffordshire Training Hub team. If your practice wishes to join up with another practice within your primary care network to seek approval as a joint learning environment, then a new application must be completed and reviewed by the Staffordshire Training Hub multidisciplinary assessment team. Going forward, the Staffordshire Training Hub team will conduct annual interim reviews with learning environments, who will be required to submit an annual self-declaration form, which will include details such as staffing and educator changes and the most recent CQC ratings. If you have any questions, need support, or advice, please contact the Staffordshire Training Hub Multi-Professional Education Quality Lead Dr. Catherine Harris at traininghub@gpfirst.net. If you enjoyed this video, please look out for our other videos explaining all about the different clinical and non-clinical roles within primary care, what they can do, how they work as part of the multidisciplinary team and support and care for patients.